Imagine this: a teenager, sitting in his bedroom, hacks into some of the world's most powerful organizations. The CIA, FBI, Sony, and even the US Senate. Sounds like the plot of a Hollywood movie, right? But this is a true story, and it all started with a group of hackers who called themselves SEC. Welcome to Wonder Stories, where we unravel the most fascinating and unbelievable stories from around the world. Today, we dive deep into the incredible tale of SEC, the infamous hacker collective that wreaked havoc on the internet. And at the center of it all, a 16-year-old boy. The birth of SEC. To understand SEC, we need to rewind to 2011. This was the golden age of online hacktivism, and groups like Anonymous were making headlines globally. From exposing corrupt governments to taking down major corporations, hackers became the digital rebels of the 21st century. But out of this chaos emerged a smaller, more unpredictable faction, SEC. Their motto? Laughing at your security since 2011. Unlike other hacker groups, SEC wasn't driven by politics or ideology. They did it for the lulz, internet slang for laughs. Meet Mustafa Al-Bassam, the 16-year-old hacker. At the heart of SEC was a young prodigy, Mustafa Al-Bassam, known online as Tflo. While many imagined elite hackers to be shadowy figures, Mustafa was just 16, living in London, and attending high school like any other teenager. But unlike his classmates, Mustafa had a secret double life. At night, he was part of a global hacking spree that would go down in history. So, how did a teenager gain access to some of the most secure systems in the world? Turns out, Mustafa wasn't just skilled. He was brilliant at finding loopholes in online security systems. And SEC wasn't just a one-man show. SEC became infamous for their 50-day hacking spree. In less than 2 months, they hacked Sony Pictures, stole data from the US Senate, and even took down the CIA's website with a simple denial-of-service attack. Their message? No one is safe. Sony, in particular, was hit hard. Over 1 million user accounts were compromised, exposing personal data. SEC mocked Sony's weak security, releasing the information publicly. And if that wasn't enough, they even leaked sensitive information from the FBI. For SEC, it wasn't just about breaching systems. It was about humiliating those they hacked. They posted taunting messages online, daring authorities to catch them. The internet watched in awe and fear. The turning point: HB Gary federal hack. One of SEC's most notorious hacks was against HB Gary Federal, a cybersecurity firm that claimed to have infiltrated Anonymous. In retaliation, SEC hacked into Gary's systems, dumped 70,000 emails, and exposed the company's secrets. Among the leaks were documents revealing how HB Gary planned to create fake social media profiles to manipulate public opinion. SEC didn't just embarrass HB Gary. They exposed how corporations were using underhanded tactics to spy on citizens. But this victory painted a target on their backs. Governments and law enforcement agencies began aggressively tracking them down. And for Mustafa, the clock was ticking. By July 2011, the law caught up with Mustafa. London's Metropolitan Police raided his home and arrested him. He was just 16 years old. Alongside him, several other SEC members were apprehended, including their leader, Hector Montsegur, also known as Sabu. But here's where the story takes a twist. Sabu, facing heavy charges, turned informant for the FBI, helping them track down his former allies. It was a classic betrayal that led to the unraveling of SEC. In court, Mustafa pleaded guilty to computer misuse and was sentenced to 20 months, but the sentence was suspended. Instead, he was given 320 hours of community service and was banned from using the internet for nearly 2 years. From hacker to cybersecurity expert, you might think that would be the end of Mustafa's story, but instead of disappearing, he made an incredible transformation. After serving his sentence, Mustafa went on to study computer science at University College London, eventually earning his PhD. He co-founded Chainspace, a blockchain startup that focused on decentralized systems. In 2019, Chainspace was acquired by Facebook, marking Mustafa's journey from outlaw hacker to respected cybersecurity expert. Today, Mustafa Al-Bassam is a respected voice in the tech world, often speaking about ethical hacking and cybersecurity. His story serves as a reminder. Sometimes, the most unlikely figures can reshape the digital landscape. So, was Lulz SEC just a group of pranksters, or were they digital vigilantes exposing flaws in a broken system? One thing's for sure, their legacy still echoes across the internet. What do you think about Lulz SEC's hacking spree? Was Mustafa a misunderstood genius or a reckless hacker? Let me know your TS in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button and subscribe to Wonder Stories for more incredible tales from around the world.